Located on the west campus of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital, the Gothic Revival Center building is the earliest and most significant structure on the grounds. Opened in 1855, it originally served as the hospital's main patient treatment and administrative building and housed the superintendent's office. Pioneering mental health activist Dorothea Dix was influential in securing funding for the original hospital from the federal government. She helped choose its site and design along with Dr. Charles W. Nichols, who became St. Elizabeth's first superintendent. Thomas U. Walter, the fourth architect of the Capitol building, was the center building's architect. After more than 100 years serving patients, the center building was abandoned when the hospital functions were moved to the East Campus. The building languished until 2008, when the site was selected as the consolidated headquarters for the Department of Homeland Security.
So this project was a combination of restoration, rehabilitation, reconstruction, new construction, all of the elements that we talk about when we talk about the types of ways to approach putting old buildings back into use again. It really was a combination of all of those factors.
DHS thus became the first cabinet-level federal agency to locate east of the Anacostia River in Ward 8.
The exterior looked to be in very good condition or fairly good condition. The interior had mixed reviews. Some of it was in not so great condition in terms of structural stability. And because of the program requirements and the technical requirements to meet current life safety codes, we needed to remove the interior of the building and basically build a brand new interior within the fabric of the historic facades. Once the interior of the building was removed, we were able to see a lot more of damage and voids in the exterior wall, and we needed to do immediate replacement and stabilization of the building.
We had a topping out party when we topped out the concrete, and I had to make a little speech to, the 200 plus workers and GSA and all the design consultants. And it was just, then I just turned around and I said, look at this building. How can we not, feel lucky to have the opportunity to do something like this?
Interior historic spaces were refurbished with replicated arches, trim, woodwork, and crown molding. The superintendent's suite, which overlooks the porte cochere and ceremonial entrance, was restored and now houses executive-level DHS staff. With bracing, underpinning, repairs, cleaning, and repainting, the brick and stone exterior was comprehensively restored.
There was over 1,300 windows. The documenting, the surveying, and identifying the condition of the existing sashes and frames was really it took months at the beginning, of the project. Preparing the old frames, we put new pulleys, new weights, new ropes with the weights. And that went on for a year easily. And then we brought the sashes back, put them in, and then there was a whole nother element to that because they were putting storm windows in front of those on the inside. Wasn't as huge of an undertaking as the masonry was, but it was very, very close.
A new secure staff and visitor entrance was created at the east end of the step-back linear building using Building 8, which was originally a separate structure. Here, a historically inappropriate infill connector was removed and replaced with a compatible contemporary connection. Wooden porches were reconstructed throughout, including that on Building 8 East entry. Historic dimensions, material, and profile were replicated, with a discrete added ADA-compliant ramp to comply with current accessibility codes. The main corridor connecting the secure staff and visitor entrance to the ceremonial entrance of the primary tower now contains replicated original details, such as the wood floors, millwork, and doors. On the west side of the building, an addition was needed to accommodate 400 additional personnel. A 3-story glass connector now links this 9,700 square foot annex to the original historic structure. It has a base of rusticated brick masonry and is clad with glass and terracotta panels that echo the color and texture of the campus's historic fabric.
There's so much that can be said about the campus, so much that can be conveyed about social history, medical history, architectural history, the history of the District of Columbia for sure. All of that is embodied in the National Historic Landmark, both sides, both the west side and the east side of the campuses.
The rehabilitation of the center building on St. Elizabeth's campus preserves a historically significant structure as a modern workplace for future generations.